Hi, our team would like to present to you our final demo of our product, a dynamic COVID-19 dashboard designed for the elderly. COVID-19 has captured the sphere of global concern for almost a year and a half. All segments and demographics of our population have sought advice for COVID-19 or have been held to pandemic restrictions. However, in our time of limited and more so virtual interaction, there's a demographic of the population further alienated from COVID-19 information, who by unfortunate circumstances are at the highest risk from COVID-19. The elderly segment of our population not only require updated COVID-19 information to minimize their health risk, but also suffer from the largest gap in internet technology knowledge across all age segments. From our team's user research and documentation, we found significant physical and education limitations in senior citizen technology usage. Elements such as reduced sight, lower finger dexterity, short-term memory concerns, and more provide barriers to technology use. In fact, market research indicates that 73% of elderly use news television as their sole source of information, with 65% rarely using the internet media for information. With information on vaccine deployment and new strains of COVID-19 being updated every day, there are increased frustrations experienced by the elderly demographic population in receiving COVID information that's directly relevant to them. News television reports for a wide variety of demographics and lacks the deep and instructional knowledge. Word of mouth and many smaller websites may provide old and updated information. Furthermore, if senior citizens were to look into direct government sources of information, they would not only be faced with a large amount of irrelevant information, but also have to navigate complicated website designs and check multiple websites for various pieces of COVID-19 information. Our product was designed and implemented to reduce these technological barriers and facilitate the easy accessibility of relevant COVID-19 information catered to the elderly user. Let's explore the full reach and impact of our product through a persona of our targeted user audience. Suppose I'm a retired 82-year-old. I live in Pennsylvania with my partner, and I'm worried about the ongoing pandemic a great deal. My partner is immunocompromised themselves, and I'm frustrated with how hard it seems just to get the right information. The news TV will sometimes tell us contradicting information and that the numbers are going down, but also things are getting better. They never seem to tell us exactly where to get vaccinated, and my friends also kind of give us different locations. I also get confused with the one computer we have in our house, and just typing things aren't going to be easy. For example, when I type in COVID-19 information, I just get a page that is filled with so many results that I cannot understand, and some of these are too small to read. It's just so confusing. I just want some answers. Are things getting better near me? Which sites will tell me who and what I can trust? Where and when can I get my vaccine? What about my partner? Do I have to do anything special for them? Luckily, my grandson told me about this website that may help me out. This website looks to be pretty awesome with the COVID-19 on the top, and it clearly displays it's about COVID-19 information. I live in Pennsylvania. I'm glad I didn't have to type that out. And seems I've made a small mistake. I have to enter in a valid input. Looks like I forgot immunocompromised status. I'm going to click no, I'm not immunocompromised. And wow, this is amazing. I have the information right in front of me. I can easily tell it's Pennsylvania's current COVID status. And wow, within 2 seconds, I already know what our case number looks like, but also that it looks like the trends are going up, and that's not good. And even better, now I can just look and see these additional resources that are on here. I have access to the Department of Health COVID-19 page. This is super cool. Let's check that out. Awesome. There's so much nice information here. A little more simple, a little more relevant to me. That's cool. I like that. I can also check out vaccination sites. That's exactly what I was looking into. And this is great. This information is pretty updated, very new, talks about an uptick, and that worries me a little bit, but nice to know there's a vaccine interest form I can fill out, and that's perfect, especially for us who are 65 and older. That's awesome. Well, let's go back to the page, and Oh, what is this cool tracking thing over here? Let's click it. Oh, it's awesome. Coronavirus maps. Well, let's check out. I want to see what my friends are up to in Bradford County. How are they doing? And oh, that does not look good. And maybe I should not go visit them next week. Well, let's go back and, you know, I want to enter this for my partner who's immunocompromised. Let me do that real quick. And that was a mistake on my part. I did not mean to put in Ohio, but looks like this Ohio information is relevant. But no, actually, I'm glad they keep the buttons here so I can just quickly redo it again. Pennsylvania this time for immunocompromised. And wow, perfect. Same things. And oh, look at that. There's new links down here. There's phase 1B immuno eligibility. This will be very useful for my partner. CDC safety instruction. And oh wow, I didn't even know there was information regarding different COVID vaccines for immunocompromised patients. This is super useful. I want to look into all of these. I actually want to show my partner right now. So I'm going to pull this up on my older smartphone. Super glad that this is just a website. And I'll walk over. Here I am on my phone. Let me put in the quick and easy website. Glad it's not an app. Didn't want to download one of those. Oh, this is super easy again. And thank God I don't have to type in my finger. My typing is not that good with my fingers. This is super easy to use. Let's go to Pennsylvania. Am I immunocompromised? My partner is, so I'll put in yes. Easy to use, click. Oh, perfect. And the numbers are nice and easy to read. And yes, the links are right there on mobile. I can read them well. Let me go and show this to them. Well, this was just a pleasurable experience all around. I'm just glad I have this app and I can always access this website. And yeah, I'm super glad and had a good time, and this answered all my concerns.
Let's look deeper into how our team implemented our higher level technical details. Let's first examine the user interface and user experience by looking at the front end. Our dashboard was hosted through GitHub Pages and designed with HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. We tailored our user interface design specifically toward our senior citizen base using current market research. For instance, our font sizes were chosen to aid the visually impaired in their sizing, all being at least 16-point font, while still remaining unclustered. Additional research indicated that our brighter text colors alongside the black background was the ideal color contrast to improve ease of readability. Light green was among the most ideal colors for text, remaining both attractive in design as well as comfortable for the visually impaired. We designed our prompt and button text to be as simple as possible while still conveying the right instructions. Simplicity remains a large theme within our product to remove all the additional and unnecessary distractions, allowing for ease of focus during utilization. By stripping away unnecessary information, images, graphics, etc., we were able to provide a user interface that is both sleek and optimized for senior citizen usage. For our user experience, we decided to remove the technological barrier of typing from our dashboard and allow the easy implementation of drop-down click buttons. We simplified the user input to only the two most relevant and necessary questions for our catered COVID-19 information: their location and their health status. If a user does not select an option, our dashboard will alert them of their error and ask them to choose again. After their entries, they click the easy-to-find button whose text acts as a signifier for its usage. Our product also has the feature for users to change their responses below for another state or health status combination easily. The COVID-19 information appears right in front of the user, and their location's case information is immediately displayed along with trend arrows, adding to the simplicity of the knowledge. The resources pointing to their tailored information appear below and are summarized in their text for ease of understanding and usage. Lastly, for our user interface, we rigorously tested our dashboard on various device sizes and mediums. We used these tests to ensure that our design themes and integrity were maintained across mobile devices. Here we can see California's information.
We will also examine our back-end higher-level technical details. Button choice and information retrieval was conducted through our JavaScript interacting with stored CSV files. For example, when we toggle the immunocompromised status, we see the relevant information for the state appear or disappear. One large aspect of our product to remember is that all of our information and sources are verified and often governmental, allowing us to provide primary and unbiased information. We use the diseases.sh API in order to retrieve every state's COVID case and death data from the data aggregator Worldometer. We integrated it within our system such that the arrows displayed are dependent on the comparison between today's and yesterday's numbers for each state, ensuring constant accuracy. We utilized a system of web scrapers to maintain a database of COVID-19 updates, both national from the CDC and NIH, as well as statewide from a list of state government health websites for each state. Our system logged the COVID-19 updates from the websites along with their keyword information, like the state that they're from, whether the word immunocompromised was mentioned, whether they specified age groups like 65 plus, and we mapped all this information to a list of static resources that we had for every state. When the user submits their input on our website, our pipeline first outputs the state's data from our API, displaying the information regarding case numbers and deaths that are currently active. And then they retrieve the updated relevant state information and articles by searching for the keywords that were inputted by the user. For example, our system here retrieved the updated resources indexed by the keywords Pennsylvania. Then we display this information resource for the state, including a link to a third-party case track heat map for Pennsylvania. With the immunocompromised button, we also return some of the resources indexed by the keywords Pennsylvania and immunocompromised. Then we finally return the latest national resources that are indexed with the word immunocompromised. The technical architecture for our product backend ensures that we have up-to-date, unbiased information about the progress of COVID-19 specific to the user's needs, such that the user is getting catered to and relevant information.
For challenges, we were able to achieve distributed version control in our product implementation through both the use of GitHub and VS Code LiveShare. Overall, our project went well, but as all teams, we definitely underwent many challenges. In regards to product design, there were indeed many challenges that came up, largely due to the volatility and unpredictable nature of the COVID-19 pandemic. Our product design shifted in many directions from our original design to accommodate for COVID-19 updates. We shifted from being a more direct COVID-19 vaccine finder to expanding our scope and target deliverable to match the target user COVID-19 information demand. For example, we initially had implemented a button to take in user age. However, as overall vaccine eligibility across the country accounted for all ages of senior citizens, this feature soon became redundant. Our product design was also often challenged by the technological limitations we discovered in product implementation. For example, functionality of a stored user data could not be achieved through our publishing method of GitHub Pages. Additionally, we found that we would need governmental permissions to obtain primary, unbiased, and updated data on information such as vaccine dosage deployment locations. We were able to resolve our design challenges through both constant communication with each other and maintaining a strong vision of our product's target audience. We adapted our design to each challenge by ensuring our product maintained its goal for elderly users' COVID-19 information accessibility. Another common challenge in the implementation process was the increased complexity that came with each additional product feature. We had additionally planned a large slew of features our product would have. However, we learned fast in our implementation that each additional feature we developed almost exponentially more testing and debugging to ensure product viability. One such example was our implementation of the COVID-19 Case API integration, which we found conditionally worked depending on different page statuses. We had to test and debug this integration in numerous use cases to achieve our final product. We resolved these challenges through constant unit testing of each feature and feature interactions, making sure we prioritized full product and feature functionality as opposed to feature quantity.
Thanks so much for viewing our final project demo, and we would like to thank you for the opportunity to create this project together. We had a great time working together and learned from both our technical and product management standpoints. Thank you and have a great day.